19. Picking your favorite team. I'm gonna pick where I'm from, you know. Going with the Chiefs.
Select from one of 3 play styles. Arcade will give you a faster pace, wide open sort of game. Simulation is where authenticity reigns, as it'll give you the truest reproduction of Sundays in the NFL. And finally, the competitive style is for those who want their controller skills to be of greatest importance. Remember, you can change your play style anytime by visiting the settings menu.
We're gonna go arcade, man, just to,
you know what I'm saying? Experience level. If you're new to the Madden series, welcome. Beginner or intermediate might be good places to start, as will help you learn while you play the game. Those that are familiar with Madden might want to move into the advanced realm, and if you really know what you're doing, Expert is the place for you.
We're gonna say I'm a beginner. You feel me? We're just gonna say beginner.
Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up.
I might get on Grand Theft Auto next or something. Upload some more Grand Theft Auto stuff.
The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. And you're tuned into Madden.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come.
Gotta be the Eagles. Just gotta be the Eagles.
European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between our visitors and our home team. Keelan Cole now to return. A beautiful fake. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. First carry for T.J. Yeldon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And now running right through it. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Get a stop, man.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run.
What they talking about?
For no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like
I really can't be talking because I got it on beginner and they still got the score. Good thing they punted it.
And the Jaguars send out their punter.
Punt that shit, man. What the fuck?
Oh,
yeah, he catch that.
And carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see what their running game want.
Now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And
almost had it.
Here at the 28.
One more, give me one more running play.
Pick up, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Yeah, let's see if he can get to that middle.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
That was a bullshit run.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Another run. Can I get another run?
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
What the fuck? Let's see what this is about.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Wallace. Still fighting for more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
So that's the play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the
cool
opening
play.
drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time.
I didn't even do that. That was like the computer type shit.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Good kick.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Good kick.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. 380. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's able to plow forward.
Get the ball, man.
The 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Get the ball
if you're a
back.
football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
380. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
Yeah, where are you going?
Lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Where are you going?
Up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's see what they're gonna do, man.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Get up that field. Right up the middle.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Jay's gonna go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay.
I know how to do it now.
And the Eagles are able to strike.
I know how to celebrate now. So.
And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Niles Paul, the intended
they can't
target,
catch, man.
And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot
Give
of
me the
different
ball
looks
back.
here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Bortles now on the option left side. And
Man, they gotta fuck him up. What they doing?
Only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. the shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Fletcher Cox able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambo will put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend,
ain't that a bitch?
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let me get a touchdown, man.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And Elliott puts this one through. So we've reached halftime. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here.
Hey, man, shout out to my viewers for tapping in. Say I got 2 views.
I
didn't even see that.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. He juked him. And now running right through it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task.
We about to run it. Let's see if we can run it in, man.
That play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield.
Yeah.
Those guys made that play possible.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there.
One more
but how about
time.
what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll run it here.
Damn.
Not much. Maybe a yard down to the
I ain't had
23.
no opening. We good now, touchdown.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
You see it.
Convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done. And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see if we get an interception,
the
man.
Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Get him, get him, get him.
Run by Fournette, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One more time.
They'll run it again with Fournette, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brandon Graham able to drop him for a loss.
You see, man, he gonna catch it or not.
Bring up 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's
what the
exactly
fuck happened
on that play.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's run it.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone.
Darren Sproles. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, 37 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Elliott good on the extra point. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Elliott now to kick this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. He'll drop to throw. Incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw. Hard throw. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
Oh, they trying to kick it.
Is embolden a secondary.
Might get lucky.
They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
No, he missed it.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
And on the ground they go with the running back.
Yeah.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Who the fuck is running the ball?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a shake and bake by Ajayi. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are pouring it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away.
What are you gonna do, man?
That's fielded in the end zone.
I ain't even gotta play no more. I just gotta make my content.
And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You see, you get an interception, dog.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
He's running it, man.
He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Get past the block, man.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Yeah,
Stop
where you
will
going?
come at the 38-yard line.
Not the
They'll
first.
wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass
Stop
really
him,
well,
man.
you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, right there.
Incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Miss.
And Lambo will put this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Oh, he ran right into the nigga. Almost ran it back.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
All right, put my niggas back in, yeah.
4th as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, they put this nigga back
I know
in,
that
right?
every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with Jay's going to go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT.
It's over with, man.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Jay.
Run the clock, baby.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You stopping everything, man.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh.
A scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Yeah, that's
game.
game.
Defensive end getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Game over with, dog.
Offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
I think I'm about to, I don't know, man, get back on UFC or Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, bro, I don't know what to get on.